two teams have split the season series with 2 wins apiece, but today the Trail Blazers could clinch the Western Conference title. Portland is now a full 3 games ahead of the Lakers with only 4 games remaining after today. A Blazer win assures them of home court advantage through the West playoffs.
The Lakers, as you may know, have won the Pacific Division for the past 9 seasons in a row, but barring a total collapse by the Blazers, L.A. won't be adding its 10th straight. The Blazers made themselves the team to beat early with an 11-game winning streak to start the season, and now they've all but won the West with their current 12-game streak. Here's how they did it. It started rather inauspiciously in Los Angeles on March 20th with a win against the Clippers at the Sports Arena. Next came home wins against Charlotte and Seattle. The following night, a return engagement with the Sonics at the Tacoma Dome. Trailing by 24 early in the third quarter, the Trail Blazers rallied and wound up winning by 5. 2 days later, Portland visited the Lakers at the Forum. Again, the Blazers fell way behind, down by 21 in the third and 8 in the fourth. But they managed to tie the game and then win it in overtime. Next came home-and-home wins over Minnesota, and another one in Washington pushed the streak to 8. Up next, Orlando, where a 36-15 run in the third quarter gave Portland their 9th straight win and a 2.5-game lead in the Pacific. Last Sunday, a 3-game Texas swing started with a victory in Dallas. Then Tuesday, Portland was in Houston, where the Trail Blazers worked their third quarter magic with a 29-9 streak, upping the winning run to 11 and making the Blazers 2 for Texas. Finally, on Wednesday, Portland played the Midwest Division leading Spurs. Led by Clyde Drexler's 22, the Blazers became the first team since 1987 to sweep a 3-game Texas trip. And in the process, they all but ended the race for the best record in the West. Okay, that being the case, since they virtually clinched in the conference, what's the significance to both teams today?
Well, first of all, for Portland, Bob, they have been chasing the Lakers for 9 years. This is a day and a chance for them to be able to sort of put the final nail in the coffin, win the Pacific Division outright, win the Western Conference, and beat the team they've been trying to beat for a long time. As for the Lakers, even though they might not be able to catch Portland right now, they have an opportunity to stay one step ahead of both Chicago and Boston. So if they do get to the finals, they'll have the home court advantage. So it's big for them, too.
Meanwhile, in the Midwest, the division leaders of the Spurs.
While the top 2 spots in the Pacific Division are virtually set, the ongoing race in the Midwest is critical for the Lakers. 3 teams, the Spurs, Jazz, and Rockets, are all within a game and a half of the lead. If the playoffs started today, the Rockets would be the 6th seed and play L.A. in the opening round. Not a comforting thought for the Lakers. The Rockets beat L.A. in their last meeting in the Forum and have created nightmares for this team in the past. One for me back in 1986.
It's been said that time waits for no man. In the NBA, the same can be said about teams chasing a division title. Not since fresh-faced Magic Johnson's second season have the Lakers failed to win the Pacific Division. 9 straight. But time is running desperately short on LA's search for 10 in a row. The new team to beat in the West hails from the idyllic climes of Portland, Oregon. But the Blazers' brand of basketball is anything but serene. Aggression, the theme from Drexler, Porter, and Duckworth. This athletic group has powered Portland to the NBA's best record. A solid indication that the time may be right in Portland for a changing of the Pacific Division guard as the NBA season clock runs out on the champion Lakers.
Laugh at Christopher Columbus when he said the world was round.
Did you see this? What? Ford says they got a big car that's got even more room.
No.
But handles more like a sports sedan.
Sure it does.
They all laugh when Edison recorded sound.
Get this. They said they made this V8 for it. Yeah. It's got more power, get better gas mileage.
Yeah, right.
It's what it says here.
They all laughed at Wilbur and his brother when they said that man could fly.
So, when is this miracle car coming out? 1999?
Try today.
Ho, 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 who's got the last laugh now?
Introducing the new Ford Crown Victoria.
That's nice.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
Because if you don't watch your figure, who will?
It's the right beer now.
Because when it comes to water, the only place to start is at the top.
It's the right beer now.
Because when the party's going full steam, you don't want to fill up. So reach for the beer that won't slow you down. The Silver Bullet.
Hi, I'm Catherine O'Hara.
Hi, I'm Michael Stipe.
I'm Peter Buck.
I'm Mike Mills.
And I'm Bill Berry.
In short, REM. Well, I'm not an REM, but I will be hosting their show this week, Saturday Night Live.
Pour it on, work it out. If you're talking about sports, that's what it's all about. So bump it up, pump it out. Pour it on and work it out.
Because after working out, you don't want to fill up. So reach for the Silver Bullet, the one that won't slow you down.
Talking about Coors Light, it's the right beer now. Pour it on and work it out.
Fact. The full-size Ford has been the best-selling pickup in America for the past 14 years. Fact. Ford has the best full-size pickup value in America today. With AM/FM stereo, special wheels, and low-mount mirrors. This Ford is hundreds less than a comparably equipped Chevy or Dodge. Call it leadership. Call it winning. With values like this, it's no wonder more people are driving the best-built, best-selling American trucks than ever before.
In my considered opinion, it's okay to enjoy mowing one's lawn. Oh, for heaven's sake. In fact, my snapper significantly enhances my sense of well-being. Of course, my snapper dealer was kind enough to offer a 14-day money-back test drive. The good man really stands behind his machines. So if you're looking for emotional satisfaction, my advice to you is seek professional help. That's right. See your snapper dealer. Anything less just won't cut it.
Fact. The all-new Ford Escort is the best-selling small car in America. Fact. The new Escort has the highest owner satisfaction of any car in our history. Fact. Escort has more repeat buyers than any car in its class. Call it leadership. Call it winning. Call it anything you want. The simple fact is, Ford is #1. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Something has happened overnight. The company that created overnight shipping now gives you 2 ways to ship it overnight. Introducing an afternoon delivery service from Federal Express at a price that'll lift your spirits. It's a whole new dawn in overnight shipping. Federal Express, absolutely positively the best in the business twice a day.
When you own the business, you can't afford to waste time.
That's why the employee owners of Avis get you into your car and out of the airport faster than ever. With Avis non-stop Preferred Express service. No counters, no paperwork. Preferred Express, we're trying harder than ever.
A company can learn a lot in 125 years. As you learn, you make your product better and better. 125 years of quality. That's why people who know use Valvoline.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if you could just get away from it all right now and go fishing? Yeah, just you, a couple of friends, some fish, and a beautiful supply of beer, like Keystone, the premium cold-filtered beer in a can. It tastes like beer in a bottle because of Keystone's specially lined can. Yeah, wouldn't it be great if the only other person for miles around was the pizza delivery guy? Keystone and Keystone Light. Bottled beer taste in a can. Wouldn't that be great?
L.A., Utah, a crucial duel between 2 top teams in the West. Magic and Malone next Saturday.
The mailman always delivers on NBC.
It's the best time ever to get a Mazda 626 because the value of the 626 is greater than ever. Get a 626LX now and save big on a Mazda Value Pack. Plus, get $1,500 cash back from Mazda. It's our biggest deal ever, but it won't last forever. Right time, right car, right deal. Save $2,320 on a Mazda 626LX now.
Genuine draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place. All my dreams never no fire.
In America, your car is not just something you own. It's a part of your life. To give your car complete protection, Haviland is introducing new Haviland Formula 3 motor oil with not one but 3 kinds of protection against heat stress, starting friction, and engine dirt. New Haviland Formula 3. Add more life to your car.
New York. Boston. The best team in the East battles the team that knocked them out of the 1990 playoffs. Then, Robinson. KJ. The San Antonio Spurs travel to the home of the rising sun.
Let's see if Mr. Robinson likes our neighborhood.
Sunday.
First time in history, the compact pickup ranked most trouble-free was also ranked highest in truck customer satisfaction. Mazda, a truck so tough, we guarantee it long enough for a trip around the world. Twice. Mazda trucks, guaranteed tough.
The new mulching mowers from John Deere cut grass clippings into tiny pieces and blow them back into the ground, which can have a beautiful effect on your lawn. Even better, you no longer have clippings to bag. And that, too, can have a beautiful effect.
You know, for the smallest jobs to great American homes, the paint more people count on is Sears Weather Beater. Guaranteed to last for 15 years, no matter where you live, no matter what the weather. For the paint, for the craftsman tools, guaranteed to last. Count on Sears, the home of America's craftsmen.
This is the lowest price you'll find on Sears Weather Beater Flat Finish. It's on sale, only $11.99, now at Sears.
This is the Prudential Halftime Report. Come to the companies of the Prudential and build your future on the rock.
Okay, up by 1 after a quarter. The Trailblazers break it open in the second. 35-18 over the Lakers in that period. 65-49 at the half. Clyde Drexler with 17, 15 of them in the first quarter. Cliff Robinson with 11, Duckworth with 10, Jerome Kersey with 9 at the half. Sam Perkins leads the Lakers with 13. Magic had 10, but all of them in the first quarter.
It tells you something about the Portland defense today. Worthy was 1 out of 10 to start the game. He ended up 3 out of 13 for the half. Magic did not score in the second period. Both teams play exceptional defense. Both of them allow 45% field goal percentage against them. And both of those players, the key players for the Lakers, I mean, the fact that Perkins is the leading scorer shows that their defense is focused on both Worthy and Magic, and they've done a great job.
We're talking about the possibility all through the afternoon of Portland wrapping it all up for the best overall record, winning the Pacific, winning the Western Conference, home court advantage all the way through. You may wonder about the Chicago Bulls, who with 21 defeats are 3 defeats behind Portland, and I guess have a tiny chance to overtake them for the best overall record in the league. But to have even the slimmest hope, they really had to count on the Lakers beating the Trailblazers today, because the Trailblazers are at home for a while, and they have upcoming home games against Sacramento, which never wins on the road, and Orlando, an expansion team that has improved but isn't going to beat the Trailblazers in Portland, at least it's not likely to. So right now with this victory, not only would they clinch the West, but for all intents and purposes wrap up the best record overall in the league.
Which is what you want. I mean, they've had a great season, Bob. They started out with 11 consecutive victories to start the season. They finished right now with 12 going into today. I think they're making their final statement that they made last year. They were embarrassed up at Portland. They lost 3 games to the Pistons in the finals. I think that motivated them. Today's first half performance shows that that what they're all about is really a great basketball team. And I think they're motivated by all those factors.
So they're up by 16 at the half. If they win this, they will have taken 3 out of 5 against the Lakers head-to-head in the season series. Now, our Peter Vesey has some good news for an NBA lottery team. Brian Williams, a 6'11 junior from the University of Arizona, has informed his coach, Lute Olson, that he plans to apply for the NBA draft. Right now, Williams would be one of the top big men available, no doubt about that. We call a timeout right here. When we come back, we'll talk with the Phoenix Suns coach, Cotton Fitzsimmons, and check the status of his injured players, Kevin Johnson, Tom Chambers, and Dan Marley.
I couldn't raise the money to save the orphanage. I guess I'm a failure.
I've invested in their future.
All you needed was some faith and friends.
In the movies, happy endings are easy, but in the real world, they take solid planning. So for peace of mind, investment advice are the home of your dreams. Come to the companies of the Prudential and build your future on the rock.
Here is Reggie. Reggie Miller, it's showtime! Oh, man!
On the arc to Harper. Harper into him. He spins and shoots. Good at the buzzer.
2 seconds, 1 second. KJ shoots it from midcourt. Shazam!
NBA action is fantastic.
Welcome back to the Prudential Halftime Report, everybody. Less than a month ago, the Phoenix Suns were part of the Pacific Division race. There's no doubt about that. They were battling the Lakers and the Blazers for first place. But a team slump and injuries to Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley, and Tom Chambers dropped the Suns out of contention. Earlier today, we spoke with the Suns coach, Cotton Fitzsimmons, and asked when the injured 3 would be back.
I think they'll be healthy by the playoffs. I'm very encouraged today. This is the first time that they have had some practice. They haven't even been able to practice. They've just been taking therapy. So all of them are practicing today. I don't know what that's going to indicate about tomorrow's game. I do think if anybody plays tomorrow, the best guy to have the chance would be Kevin Johnson. I think Chambers will definitely be out, and we'll have to check Marley out.
It doesn't look as though you're going to be able to get inside of the top 3 positions. Right now, you're at number 4, Cotton. With the injuries that you have, do you feel the pressure of bringing any of those players back to make sure you don't drop down to 5th or 6th?
None whatsoever. Let me tell you, we won 54 games last year, didn't have the home court advantage against anybody that was in the playoffs that we would be playing. We won the first series in Utah, and anytime you can go in the Forum against a Pat Riley team and win, you don't worry about the home court. I'm not worrying about it right now. I'd rather have it, don't get me wrong, but if you don't have it, still go in there, roll up your sleeves, and do the job, and you can still win.
Cotton, how about your own status? Paul Westphal is standing by, and everyone knows he's going to be your successor. I guess the question is, when?
Well, you know, every year we talk about this, but we don't really do anything until the season is over. Right now, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. Westphal tells me he's very happy. So we really haven't talked much about it at this point. I would say my status is like it's always been. With working for Jerry Colangelo, I work from hour to hour.
Would the outcome of the playoffs and how far the Suns go in the playoffs play a major role in your decision as to whether this is it or if you come back another year?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that'd have any bearing whatsoever. I've always said it would be awful nice to walk off that court with an NBA championship and never walk back on to coach a game. Whether I would do it or not, we just have to wait and see.
Cotton, 3 years ago, the team was in utter chaos. There were a lot of problems. Players began to move out, and you started to develop a great nucleus of players. You brought Chambers in, Kevin Johnson, and Dan Marley, players like that. But this season, after 2 years of bliss, there seemed to be a little bit of cracking in the middle of the year. Are there any effects from those meetings or from that time?
No, you know, it was the first time my players ever had a team meeting in the 2.5 years I was here, and I think it was just time to air some things out, and they did that, so I don't see any crack. I saw us playing better after that. I know for certain we went on a 5-game road trip. We won all 5 games. If that's the case, I think we should have maybe a meeting every month.
Cotton's always chipper, always optimistic. He's had a great record through the years in the NBA, not always blessed with great talent, but usually he's been able to maximize whatever he's had at his disposal. Little doubt that when this year's edition of the Suns are healthy, it's the best team Cotton Fitzsimmons has ever had at any NBA stop, but they're not healthy.
And I do think, Bob, for them to take it to another level, they played about as well as they could play the last 2 years in the Western Conference Finals, and unless these guys are perfectly healthy, I do think their season is doomed. They're not going to have enough to come back, and unless they can get a center that can be a prototype great center in this league, they may never win a championship.
We're back with the second half from Portland after these messages and a word from your local stations.
A girl is murdered. Now Ben's got to help the top suspect get off.
Oh, this is crazy.
Is Matlock up to the challenge? Then she witnessed a murder.
You looked up and you're dead.
Oh, please don't kill me.
Now she'll say anything to stay alive.
Please let me go.
And she'll do anything to be protected.
Wow.
Even if it's with her boss, Jack Shannon.
Thanks.
Strangers in the Night. A special all-new Shannon's Deal mystery movie. After Matlock on NBC Tuesday.
What's so great about Bi-Mart?
Well, I think the prices are real good.
Things I buy here fit into our budget as a family.
It's an all-around good store.
What's your favorite thing to buy here?
I like the sporting goods section. They have a good selection of all outdoor things.
And this week you'll find extra savings on all kinds of spring supplies in our 16-page outdoor bulletin.
It has everything I need and good prices.
And don't forget, Bi-Mart's going to start mailing membership advertising specials. Make sure Bi-Mart has your current address. Bi-Mart beats the high cost of living.
When there's a sale at Dairy Queen, it's always good news. When what's on sale is the famous DQ banana split, that's very good news. Very, very good news. And when the sale price is an irresistible $1.29, that just might be the best news of all.
We treat you right.
Eric Johnson, frustrated entertainer, satisfied sports guy. It's a symbol of security for millions of Americans. A document that protects your rights in all 50 states. And an inspiration for all who honor it. It's the Goodyear Promise. Available only with Goodyear Certified Auto Service. It includes a nationwide warranty that promises we'll fix your car right or fix it again free at 2,700 locations nationwide. Good tires. Good service. Good people. Goodyear.
In America, your car doesn't just get you from here to there. It's a part of your life. To give your car complete protection, Haviland is introducing new Haviland Formula 3 motor oil with not one but 3 kinds of protection against heat stress, starting friction, and engine dirt. New Haviland Formula 3. Add more life to your car.
Toyota wants you to be happy. Happy with air conditioning, with cruise control, with the deluxe AM/FM stereo cassette, power windows, and door locks. Be happy with savings of up to $900 on the Camry LE Extra Value Package of options, and be even happier with factory-to-dealer incentives. So be happy. You've got a Camry.
What you do for me,
Expose has uncovered a modern-day German death camp where terrorists learn to kill innocent civilians. We'll take you inside their forbidden walls Sunday on NBC.
value of racing. This is where you learn the value of racing.
Are you treating your baby right? Treat me good, and I'll be good to you. Treat me good, it'll be good for you. Treat me good, it's all you got to do.
Armor All Protectant every time you wash your car.
Yeah, treat me good, like you said you would. Treat me good, the way I thought you could. Treat me good, the way you know you should.
When you get thirsty, there's one thing everybody's got to have. 'Cause deep down, we all want the same thing. The cool, crisp taste, the fluids, minerals, and energy of Gatorade.
Some people think Marge Connor is, well, frugal. Because she clips coupons, redeems cans, buys her holiday decorations the second week of January, finds a penny, picks it up, and often takes her granddaughter for breakfast at McDonald's. Because at McDonald's today, new lower prices really give you a break. And these days, what's wrong with being a little, well, frugal?
Quote,
Celica, one of the most eye-catching cars of the year. Auto Magazine. The performance is stunning. Sports Car International.
Unquote. The 1991 Toyota Celica. Enough said.
Gillette presents Sensor, the system, the technology that will change the way you shave forever. Sensor, twin blades set on springs to read your face and respond. Independent suspension to sense and adjust to every curve of your face. No other razor comes close. Gillette Sensor, for the best shave a man can get.
It's a hilarious collection of Prime Wonders.
We hear you.
With a very special edition of classic All-Star Gold Bloopers, NBC Sunday.
I see you've selected the ultimate adventure. Vehicle preference?
Toyota 4x4, the black one.
Excellent choice. Another one.
A 1991 Toyota 4x4. The ultimate adventure.
The reason Robert isn't leaving is not because he doesn't want to be beaten on the basketball court. It's because he doesn't want to be beaten at home.
If you know of or suspect a case of child abuse, do something about it. No one wins with child abuse.
This is the NBC Television Network.
We've had a lot of fun since '51, and just look at us now. It's G.I. Joe's huge 40th anniversary sale. Get Coleman's 3-piece cooler set, a 40-quart cooler, an 8-quart cooler, and a 2-liter beverage jug, now $21.99. Lily Miller's Ultra Green Weed and Feed or Casseron, your choice, $9.99. And Eagle Claw's Black Eagle Spin Combo, just $29.99. Celebrate with savings during G.I. Joe's big 40th anniversary sale.
This is Happy Valley.
We've each got a different job.
Yeah, Harry cuts the back and I do the front.
But what makes it really easy is the Honda.
Hydrostatic transmission lets us all go at our own speed.
This baby really cooks. But Clara, she's got the easiest job.
What an arm.
Honda lawnmowers. Nothing's easier.
Wild and Crazy Fishing, Sunday at 6:30.
The whole idea for the design behind Jeep Cherokee is to get you wherever you're going, safe and sound. Or if you prefer, safe and no sound.
Now save $1,000 on new Jeep Cherokees.
You know, for the smallest jobs to great American homes, the paint more people count on is Sears Weather Beater. Guaranteed to last for 15 years, no matter where you live, no matter what the weather. For the paint, for the craftsman tools, guaranteed to last. Count on Sears, the home of America's craftsmen.
This is the lowest price you'll find on Sears Weather Beater Flat Finish. It's on sale, only $11.99, now at Sears.
No matter how good you feel, you can still benefit from whole grain nutrition. But of these leading cereals, only Wheaties is made with 100% whole grain. So no matter what you're shooting for, better get your whole grain.
I bet eat my Wheaties.
Up to $5 back on 2 Michael Jordan videos. See package for details.
Hey! Hey!
Even the most remote areas of the country can now be reached at the following number.
Now save $500 on new Jeep Wranglers.
What does it take to get the taste of a great beer in a non-alcoholic brew? It takes Evercool Brewing, the breakthrough behind Sharps from Miller, the non-alcoholic brew with real beer taste.
When you're the owner, you've got to give a lot more.
Avis is the only major rent-a-car company owned by its employees, so they'll give you more than low rates. You get free unlimited mileage, too. Avis, we're trying harder than ever.
His boss wants him stopped, his girlfriend wants him bad, and everyone else wants him dead. Tough break, isn't it? The Great Pretenders coming to NBC Sunday.
I don't mean to brag, but Eagle Talon was rated higher in overall quality of workmanship than cars like Ford Probe and Honda CRX.
I'd like to see a breakdown of all the competition.
Now, let's not get spiteful.
This Eagle Talon TSI with all-wheel drive does 0 to 60 in less time than a Nissan 300 ZX.
So what's the time?
5:30.
Inside your smooth-running engine is a torture chamber. And under these grueling conditions, only one leading motor oil meets the world's toughest requirements for viscosity breakdown. Castrol, the only leading motor oil that provides maximum protection against viscosity and thermal breakdown. So use Castrol. After all, why make things tougher on your engine? Castrol GTX, engineered for today's smaller cars.
Welcome back to the Miller Lite 3 billionth case celebration.
You know, all you Miller Lite drinkers can join with this celebration. Just look inside 12 packs and cases of Miller Lite cans. 25 people are going to win 10 grand instantly. And there's $25,000 prize. Look for this display and keep watching as we unveil the winner of the best light commercial of all time. Too bad, Pooch. The old Uke's a shooter.
Remember golf's magical days filled with golden memories and heartwarming smiles? Well, those days are here again.
Player of the Century Jack Nicklaus, Senior Rookie of the Year Lee Trevino, the legendary Arnold Palmer, and defending champion Gary Player. The PGA Seniors Championship next weekend.
When Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's, suddenly has a craving for his big new bacon mushroom melt, he'll drive any distance and face any obstacle to get one. Because it's a quarter pound of fresh beef, 3 strips of bacon, and mushrooms in a cheddar cheese sauce, all on a toasted Kaiser bun. Wendy's new bacon mushroom melt.
When you gotta have one, you gotta have one.
Come in and try our bacon mushroom melt today, only at Wendy's.
3 reminders from a leader in 4-wheel drive and all-wheel drive technology. 1. Don't try this without the advantage of 4-wheel drive. 2. Don't try this without the advantage of all-wheel drive. And 3. Don't try 1 or 2 without the advantage of Jeep or Eagle.
Nice job on the hot dog. Must have done this. We want to welcome home all of you men and women of the armed forces. And say thanks. We're real proud of you. And we know the real stars aren't the ones that play on Saturday and Sunday.
To us, you're the real all-stars.
You can have my front row seat anytime.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Sunday, the red-hot Boston Celtics battle the New York Knicks. Then David Robinson and the San Antonio Spurs take on Phoenix. An NBA doubleheader Sunday.
Something has happened overnight. The company that created overnight shipping now gives you 2 ways to ship it overnight. Introducing an afternoon delivery service from Federal Express at a price that'll lift your spirits. It's a whole new dawn in overnight shipping. Federal Express, absolutely positively the best in the business twice a day.
Some 18 years ago, a team of Kawasaki engineers stood on the bank of a Carlsbad, California lagoon. After 2 years of testing, their dream had become a reality, and the jet ski watercraft phenomenon began. Today, Kawasaki offers the most extensive line of personal watercraft in the world. And while much has changed since the early days, one fact remains the same. If it isn't Kawasaki, it isn't jet ski.
Think anybody will buy it?
My heroes in life are not basketball players. They're not athletes. I look at people who come from tough environments and don't have the opportunities that we all had and make something of themselves. That's what's impressive. People coming and making something of their life through education. Stay in school. It's your best move.
A message furnished by Ronald McDonald Children's Charities, the NBA, and its players.
A promotional fee has been paid to NBC by United Airlines. Come fly the friendly skies.
It's Quantum Leap Wednesday. He's a bounty hunter.
This is a very dangerous woman.
Who's in over his head.
When I come near her again, she's going to kill me.
But she's going to make him a prisoner of love.
You're falling for her sex?
Take the leap and experience the most passionate, romantic, all-new Quantum Leap on NBC Wednesday.
Portland Antique Company's special spring sale. Everything on sale in 2 huge buildings, 20 to 60% off. Over 200 closets, 20 to 60% off. Tables and chairs, 20 to 60% off. Everything on sale starting this Saturday at 10 a.m. Don't miss this spectacular sale. We're open 10 to 6 every day. Portland Antique Company, at the corner of 12th and 13th on Northwest Gleason.
When you've been in the neighborhood for more than 60 years, you get so you know a lot of families. And if your name is Safeway, you get to know their needs and concerns. That's why Safeway created a new environmental options program. Look for environmental options shelf signs like this throughout Safeway stores. They highlight items and explain the exact benefits those products offer in being less harmful to the environment. Through environmental options, we're doing what we can today for a world of difference tomorrow.
News doesn't stop for the weekend. Neither does News 8.
Okay, Bob Costas back with Pat Riley. Something of a mini celebration going on in Portland. Clyde Drexler has the headset on. He joins us now, and I say mini celebration, Clyde, because there are many plateaus to reach along the way, and I know that this club will not be satisfied until the ultimate celebration.
Exactly. I think our team has really been playing well the last 2 years, and I think the only thing that will really top everything off would be to win an NBA championship. We know there's a lot of hard work involved. The players are about to start, and I think we're ready.
Clyde, it's been a long time. Actually, you can go back to 1983 when the Houston Cougars didn't get it done against North Carolina State, but it's been 7 or 8 years of you playing at Portland and always being behind the Lakers. Do you feel personally and as a team that you finally broken through?
I think we finally broke loose last season when we won the Western Conference. I think the Lakers have been so good for so long, Pat. You know about that. But we've been chasing them forever, seems like. And this year we finally stayed atop of them for the Pacific Division, and it really feels good. But our work is unfinished. I think we'll continue to work hard until we win the big one.
Clyde, you won the season series head-to-head against the Lakers, winning today at home, and the last time you played them, they had you down 20 or so at the Forum. You came back and won in overtime. Is the psychological advantage gained from that something for sportscasters and sports writers and fans, or does it really mean something to the players?
I think it really means something to the players as well as the fans. I think it means that you can come back regardless of the situation. I think it gives you team confidence. It builds the team morale, and I just think it's a good feeling. It builds confidence.
One last thing before we let you go here. You've won 13 in a row now. The club was relatively flat in February and March. Why the turnaround?
That's a good question. I just think that the team was playing so well. Everything was going so good. I think we kind of lost perspective. I think we're not playing the type of defense which enabled us to have the good record. And that when we got back to the basics, we seemed to have good success.
Clyde, congratulations on winning the Pacific. We'll talk to you throughout the playoffs. Let's take a look now at where things stand in the Western Conference. Portland has won the Pacific. They will have the best record in the conference. In all likelihood, they'll have the best record in the league. They've all but eliminated Chicago in that regard, so they'd have home floor advantage against anybody as long as they stay alive. But some of the other playoff brackets could change between now and the end of the regular season. Portland will go against Seattle, but in the middle, there are still races going on, especially in the Midwest.
Well, especially with Phoenix and Utah, San Antonio, and Houston, you know, we've talked a lot about those 4 teams trying to find playoff position. But, Bob, a note on Portland. Portland did what great teams have to do. They had a chance to come in, close out, make a statement. And when you get to that opportunity of finally winning it, you have to get the job done. It looked as though today they might have had some of these old Laker nightmares come up, but they got the job done. They got everything they need out here in the West, and now it's all up to them the rest of the way.
Well, we have a chance. We'd like to remind you about the doubleheader tomorrow on NBC. There it is. Don Criqui will pair with Al McGuire. When was the last time that Al called an NBA game? You know, he used to play for the Knicks, and he used to play a lot in Boston Garden, and he always said that he was the one guy in the league back in the 50s who could put the clamps on Bob Cousy. Of course, he usually fouled out during the first quarter. But in any case, Knicks and Celtics to open it, then San Antonio and Phoenix in the second half of the doubleheader. Marv and Mike will call that one.
We're going to hear a lot of wide bodies and, aircraft carriers tomorrow from Al, I bet, right?
All right, we got 1 minute here, and it's time for round 11 of the shootout.
What's that, round 11? Is that golf
Let's
match?
take a look at where things stand. I am at 80% as the upset may be in the making, but between now and the end of the playoffs, many more shots to be taken. Now, since you are trailing, I give you the option. You want to shoot first or second?
There's no light on the basket.
Well, you can still see it through the shadows.
There's no light.
Riley from a seated position. Off the back iron.
There's no light up there.
Now he's begun to complain about the playing conditions, the last refuge of a basketball scoundrel. You know, a lot of people have asked, what's the distance?
Yeah, what is it?
It's about 12 feet for you. It's a little bit less than 15. It's not a true foul shot. For me, it's about 15 feet from here. Give me the other ball. This one's a little dead. I like a lively ball. You know,
light, Kelly.
I need a bounce.
I'm protesting.
This is my first chance to open up a real lead. Let me loosen the jacket here. Here we go. God,
I'm not going to live this down.
I'm up by 2. I'm just toying with him. It's too easy. See you tomorrow.